I am the Golden Dragon, and my aim is to obtain and hatch a golden dragon of my own. What better way to end this Skyblock adventure by doing just that. The mission from the last episode was to mine for the dragon. I knew for it to mean anything I had to work for it. The mining progression up to this point had prepared me for this jump. Glassite armor, daily commissions, Heart of the Mountain tier 7, and from last video, Sorrow armor and the starts of the powder grind. This video is the rest of that story. Enjoy, guys. Right, so day 1 was the first day, of course, of the quest for powder to eventually help the gemstone mining I would have to do later. If you want to see how I got to this point, then the last video will help you understanding a lot if you haven't seen it already. Now, I still had the snail pet equipped to increase my mining fortune, so I'd get the most profit from mining Hearthstone with no extra cost. However, I wasn't making the most of its perk. I could easily increase my current speed, and not only that, I was missing some very important mining equipment. Now, the booster cookie I was using quite often nowadays, so I browsed the auction house using it to get the titanium equipment set. The belt, the cloak, the gauntlet, and the necklace made up the full set. I then applied the glistening reforge to all of these pieces because apparently this was the best one for mining. To increase my speed, to make more use of the snail pair, I unlocked and equipped the sweet power up in the Thaumaturgists. I also applied the light reforged to the mineral armor set and added a spooky cupcake to the snail to apply even more speed. In the end, it gave me around 349 additional mining fortune, which wasn't as good as I expected, but every increase in mining fortune was very welcome. Great Explorer, which was pretty much the most important perk for powder mining, was almost maxed, and at the moment I had around 700,000 mithril powder to 850,000 gemstone powder, which was better than previously, but still a long way off 3 million each. The next day was a small fraction better, and Great Explorer was one more step closer to level 20. I also realized you could speed up the process of getting any sort of powder, specifically gemstone powder, by using a jasper drill. This increased the gemstone powder you would get from the chest by 20%, and buying one wasn't too expensive for my bank. It definitely would help because later that day, Great Explorer was fully maxed, and I basically did not need to pick any more locks. Just right-clicking the chests would open them immediately. Day 3 came along and I realized we could easily check our powder by simply looking at the reset button on the Heart of the Mountain menu, but I would later find out that this wasn't very accurate, but so far we'd passed 1 million powder around about of each type, and I was investing more into my tree. A couple of days later, Foxy was the mayor, so the carnival was in town. I won't spend too long on this, but there were some masks on sale which you could buy with tickets from the carnival games, and one of the masks gave you some more mining fortune, which really caught my eye because we kind of wanted mining fortune for the powder mining. So I started to play some games which were actually quite fun to start with, but they got a bit repetitive after a bit of time. But once we had 1,000 tickets, we were supposed to buy the armadillo mask, which gave you the extra mining fortune, but instead we managed to buy the parrot mask. Don't ask me how or why, it just happened. I did end up buying the armadillo mask from the auction house later on, and I guess it would give us a small mining fortune boost for all that Hearthstone would get. Replacing the mineral helmet with the armadillo mask really didn't matter much because I realized the mineral set was actually for mining ores quicker and not mining Hearthstone quicker, so one less armor piece wouldn't really matter. A day later, I was advised to reset my Heart of the Mountain tree, and remember when I said I was investing in my tree earlier? Yeah, I wasn't really investing very well at all. The issue with my tree, I was told, was with mole. Apparently it was only worth it to get to a level where 100% was the next chance to mine the next adjacent block. Mole 51 was ideal for me because past this it would be better to apparently spend your powder on more useful perks like powder buff, which was one of the best to have when powder mining. I also managed to find a more more accurate value for my powder values very deep in the Skyblock menu told to me by another player. I don't know why it's this deep, but hey, it's there. The amount of powder here is what I would basically get when resetting the tree. And once I did, I basically just went down the middle with my tokens to the left for Skymore and filled out the top bits. I then tried to benchmark my current progress by seeing how much powder I could actually make. So after an hour of mining, basically the difference was around 100,000 of each. Gemstone powder was a bit more than mithril powder because of the Jasper drill perk. So that was good to know, I guess. We had a rough estimate of how long this would take. Day 5 and 6 came and went. I was progressing through the tree very well. I bought the armadillo mask at this point, and my powder was almost past 2 million for both types. Day 7 and day 8 were also blurs as we hit 3 million gemstone powder on day 7, and on day 8 we finally reached 3 million powder of both types. So for me, the powder grind was pretty much over. Now it was the gemstone grind I had to prepare for. Usually to enter gemstone mining, you would at least be advised to get 4 million powder of both types, but I was assured 3 million powder was enough for my needs. Oh, and also my bottle of Iaio, which was there for like 6 months, finally evolved after being in my inventory for so long. And if it's taking me that long to evolve that thing, you can probably guess how often I used to play Skyblock. But since powder mining was now complete, I could sell all the hearthstone I had accumulated, bringing me to a total of 23 million coins. I'm gonna be honest, this was a lot less than I expected for the amount of time I spent mining, but it was still something, I guess. Moving on from powder mining, I had to reset my tree once again to configure it an entirely different way for gemstone mining. For mithril powder, I was advised to maximize fortune 1, fortunate, and put the excess into speed 1. For gemstone powder, I was advised to maximize fortune 2 to around level 45 and distributing the rest between speed 2 and professional evenly. Evenly as in mining speed 2 would be roughly 8 times more expensive than upgrading professional, because mining speed 2 was 8 times better than professional. Now mining speed was a lot more technical than I originally thought. I was shown a list of random numbers which miners would apparently refer to sometimes, and what it basically meant is that in order for your increase in mining speed to make any difference when mining gemstones, you would need to upgrade the speed past these tick thresholds. I'm sure this wasn't that big of a deal if you were slightly off a threshold and you didn't want to be too pedantic about it, but to improve my mining speed instead, I just changed my golden reforged to heated and equipped my bow pet to go down to Y63. This was the best place to adjust my mining speed because I could make use of the bow pet since we were in the magma fields below this point, and most of the mining routes were based around here. I also had a mod called chat triggers, and this had a module you could import called coal weight, which a lot of miners use to assess their mining speeds with the extras you'd gain from mining gemstones with professional. But the most important part of this module was to help with gemstone routes, and to begin with I had no idea what these were, so I watched a helpful video on this topic and I realized they were quite simple. All you had to do really was join a mining Discord server like Mining Cult, which was apparently the most popular one, and go to their route sharing forum and then search for a route on the gemstone you wanted to mine. In this case I wanted to start with topaz. You would then find a big chunk of text inside the forum post with the coordinates and stuff, like lots of brackets and everything. You can then copy it and then go back to your game, and as long as you had the coal weight module installed, you could type in /CW ordered load, and it would then take the coordinates from your clipboard and show the waypoints of them to the locations where the gemstones would spawn. Once you arrived at the waypoints, you could then take some cobblestone from your sacks or wherever you wanted to and place them around these gemstones. Then you can mine the gemstones out and use a bomb, literally a bomb from Mario, to blow out a crater around this gemstone. The cobblestone wouldn't be affected. Then you basically blow your way to the next waypoints using these bombs and repeat the process process until you've completed the full route. And at this point, you can just use etherwarp between your platforms of cobblestone to get from one gemstone spawn to the next. And that was basically it. This was all there was to it. The routes just took some time to set up and to make sure you're always in the magma fields to make use of the battle pets. I did some calculations and realized to obtain a perfect gemstone, you would need around 2.5 million of the rough gemstone variants, and coincidentally this was the maximum amount of gemstones the large gemstone sack could hold. So basically when the sack was full of this type, you would have 5 flawless gemstones and so the one perfect variant. Surprisingly, this didn't take as long as I thought it would. An hour and a half later the topaz sack was full, so I compacted all the rough gemstones into flawed and the flawed into fine and then the fine into 5 flawless. And just like that, the perfect topaz gemstone was almost ready. I then began to mine ruby next, and around this time I also streamed floor 7 live to you guys, and we also dropped my very first scroll. Oh wait. Hold up, what? No way! Towards the end of the stream, I placed the scroll on top of the egg, but it gave me a thought. Maybe, just maybe, divine armor was possible. Before then, I thought this was very not possible, but I realized after the video that divine armor was probably very achievable, and people naturally still use the gemstone gauntlet with the divine armor set, so an upgrade to the 655 wasn't really necessary, so I wouldn't need to spend a billion coins on this. We had the highest set in dungeons, the best set in farming, but the second best set in mining. With this logic, Divine was just waiting to be bought. The 3 main skills I had tried and put my time into would then have their respected best armor sets. And something inside me told me this was the right choice. I gathered up my bank and took to the auction house to get the best value pieces I could. A chestplate, pants, and boots were the best I could get. I didn't have enough money to buy the helmet, so we had to wait for the implosion scroll to sell. But apparently you can write and sign the implosion scroll like a book, though I was very cautious in doing that in case something would happen to it. So I left it to sell and instead used my farming profits to buy the helmet. And just like that, the set was fully complete. And eventually my scroll had sold, so all I had to do now was apply the upgrades and tweak it for my situation. Gemstone slots on Divine's armor could only be unlocked through gemstone chambers. Each armor piece had 2 amber, 2 jade, and 1 topaz slot. I was told the amber slot was too expensive for the value to me at the moment, so only 2 jade and 1 topaz slot was required for me for each of the set pieces. I already had 5 slots in my set so far, so I bought the remaining 7 chambers and the necessary gemstones to fill the spaces with the best value. For this situation, I would stick to perfect topaz for the pristine and flawless jade to solely boost my gemstone mining. I also recombobulated the Divine set and went over to the gemstone grinder to finish it off. Lastly, I crafted an artifact of power, which was also very expensive, and applied a perfect gemstone to it as well as to my gemstone gauntlet. The Divine set was now complete. It was nowhere near maxed out, but just for this remaining time, it was good enough. So we went back to the mines to finish off the rest of the gemstones. First of all, it was jade, and an hour later we had successfully finished it. An hour after that, sapphire was also complete. Amethyst was next, and it wasn't any different really, except during the mining someone had decided to draw a cobblestone heart in the middle of my route. It was slightly annoying, but it turns out he was just wanting to appreciate my video, so it was very wholesome. I met quite a few of these guys whilst mining, and every time they reminded me of all of you watching this video currently and supporting me all this way from the beginning. It's a shame the series is ending, but I can't be prouder of you guys. This community is sticking with me every step of my journey. Not long after this interaction, Amethyst was finally complete and I could now move over to the last gemstone. Amber took me slightly longer to get than the other gemstones, but eventually it was close to finished. I left the rest for the next day. 40,000 more gemstones for the perfect amber, so it shouldn't be too bad mining up here. Setting up a route can also take a while, so I just want to get it done as fast as we can. It wasn't long before my sack was full and we could craft the remaining gemstones. The last perfect gemstone. There we go. 5 flawless amber. There we go. The 5 different gemstones of the crystal hollows. We've got them all. This is 5 perfect. The last items to forge these perfect gemstones were the crystals themselves. We tracked down King Yorkar first to get the amber crystal and then endured the pains of the jungle temple to secure the jungle crystal too. Yes! Finally! Finally! Oh my gosh. Damn, that took too long. Let's warp to the mines. Because we now have to forge this. Because we now have to forge the perfect gemstones. Hold on, let me just turn up my render distance. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna hope we can just use the crystals. I don't know how we can take the crystals out. Hold on. Nice, so we'll start with perfect jade. Do we have it? Or we don't have it? How do we collect these crystals then? We have to get the crystals in their item forms. Huh? It turns out if we want to use the crystals in the forge, we shouldn't place the crystals down, only collect them. And as far as I knew, there was no way to unplace the crystals, so we were forced to complete a nucleus run and collect them all once again. Oh no, because I've placed these crystals, I can't use them in the forge. Oh, damn it. We're gonna have to do the whole thing all over again. Oh, I'm so... Okay, let's see what we get. We get some stuff. Probably nothing good, really. Okay, right, let's go. So now began the task of collecting all the crystals. Sapphire, jade, topaz, amber, and finally amethyst. Okay, there we go. Wow, this is taking too long. Oh my god, especially this jungle temple. I hate the parkour, but once you get used to it, it's alright, I guess. Okay, let's go to the mines, finally. Oh, yes. Imagine being an Iron Man player right now. I can fully understand their pain. Oh my, this is taking so long. If you're trying to get a golden dragon on Iron Man, good luck. Even without Iron Man, I've taken so long to get this, but I was basically trying to make myself work for this golden dragon, not just buy it outright and from the bazaar. So here we go. Let's refine our jade. Okay, confirm. This will take, how long will it take? I think it will take 20 hours? 20 hours, yes. Let's refine a sapphire, amber, topaz, and finally, probably the most infuriating one, amethyst. There we go. Oh my gosh, we've done it. We've got 5 slots, all 5 taken up by the forging the perfect gemstones. The golden dragon really is near. It is nearer than I thought. I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought the gemstones would take a lot longer than they did, but yeah, that's that. Oh, wait, actually, wait, hold on. It's been a bit, but I realized to get the golden dragon, we need, how much gold? Yeah, 50 enchanted gold blocks. We can probably grind that too, actually. It won't take a minute. It turns out we have like 22 in our sacks already. We just need like 30 or so more enchanted gold blocks. So, and I think I stored away my my mineral set over here. Apparently we should use 3/4 mineral and 1 divan piece, so I guess we'll keep the boots. I did try to put down some gold minions. Let's see how far they've got. 2 each. Okay, that might help a bit. And there we go, mine to Divan. Oh, let's go over there. We can start mining some gold blocks, as you can see. We need to compact this all, don't we? So let's get ourselves the personal compactor and equip this. We'll equip this, and that should compact all that. But look at all this gold. Hopefully it's not, whoa, what the? Wait, they've completely leveled this. Hold on, wait, is this? Oh, darn a minute, I might know why. Because the magma fields are here, so the battle pit works. Okay, that's cool. So we'll start mining down here, and yeah, we'll get as much as we can. So we've got 30, we need 20 more. 20 lots of 32 times 5. 3,200 enchanted gold, and we should have enough. Let's try get that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Eventually, we had enough gold for the 50 enchanted blocks. Oh. Whoa, we've gone over it. Okay, 3,400. This should be enough then. Let's go ahead and craft ourselves the gold blocks we need. That should be 50 enchanted gold blocks. That's enough for the golden dragon. And look, look at the mines of the... Oh, wait, actually, it seems like it's regenerated. Me and some other people have completely... Look at this. Completely paved out most of the gold, except it does regenerate, which is a good thing, I guess. But yeah, that is that. The gold is done. done. The gemstones are forging. Now all we have to do is just wait. I guess I'll see you guys in 20 hours. Let me give myself a break. And 20 hours later, the time had finally come. Wait. No way, no way! I may have told my guild that I was searching for the dragon, but boy, I was not expecting Hen to find it this fast. Alright, so, I was gonna do the introduction to this video, but it seems like Hen's beat me to it. He's already found the 2-egg dragon. But we do need the bits and pieces to get, this golden dragon egg. One of the pieces is 500 million coins. And you can probably guess why I'm at the slime minion area. My bank is not really looking very healthy. It's only 37. I can't use this to buy the golden dragon. So inside each of these slime minions, there is 33 million coins and 16 slime minions, 527 million coins. Dude, this golden dragon is expensive. We should go to the crystal hollows now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna dump all of this into my bank. So we have 500 million in the bank and we have 65 million left over. So if we do die, now is the time. We need to go to the forge. Let's go to the forge. I'm inside the lava. Here's the forge. And here are the perfect gemstones. 5 perfect gemstones representing the 5 crystal hollow crystals. We can claim them all. Okay, so we have the perfect gemstones. We have 500 million in the bank. We now need the enchanted golden blocks. Here we go. 50 enchanted golden blocks. That's it. That's all we need. Okay, let's ask Hen to invite me. The invite was sent and we warped over to the server. All that was left to do now was to follow the waypoint to the dragon's lair. Oh, there's a tunnel straight to there. It's almost like someone was trying to get there too. Here it is. Oh my gosh, I hear it. Oh, it's here. We're here. We're here! We're finally here! Oh, man, I remember falling from the ceiling the first time I came here. Okay. You can hear the noises again. Okay, right. Do not think I'm sleeping thief. These eggs are mine, but I would be willing to sell them against pure gold and gemstones, but are you rich enough? Okay, wait, breathe. Let's extract ourselves. Let's extract everything. Let's buy. Let's buy. We've done it! It's complete. Dragon had finally arrived. My word. It's here! Let's go! Let's go! Wow. Dude, 1 year and a half. Oh yeah, I can. Damn. Wow. Dude. So it was complete. The golden dragon, the aim of this series, was in the palm of my hands. Level 100 was the final objective. Not level 200, level 100. Level 200 is a bit far. Oh wait, we can equip it to our pet menu. Yes! Whoa! Left click to summon? Where is it? Look at this! It's just an egg! It's just an egg! Wait, where's the other egg gone? Wait! The other egg is gone! I think someone else took it, right? Oh, this is mine. This one is mine. Thank you, big mother dragon, I guess. Thank you for helping your brethren out. I'll look after this one. I'll look after this one. Very well. Okay, time to go. Wait, let me say thank you. Thanks, guys. Damn, it's here! I can't. Why am I so excited? I don't know. It's just a pet. It's me. It's. Oh, get out of the way. Just die. Okay, let's go. Wow, it's here. The golden dragon is almost here. Complete, nearly. It just needs to hatch. You're evolving. You are evolving. We'll get you to level 100, Mr. Egg. Oh, yes. Right, so we've got the golden dragon egg. It's almost time to end the series, but we do need to make it hatch, which means we need to get it to level 100. And one of the ways you can do it is using Caduceus feeders. These things. Feeding it like this would just speed up the process even more, and we might as well. Whoa, we use it once and we get a level 63. I guess we can feed it. Level 63 already. Again, level 72. You're growing. You're growing. Oh, look at this guy. He also has a golden dragon. Look at him. You want to be like him, don't you? You want to be like this guy. Oh, he's gone now. You will be like him, don't worry. On cooldown 19 hours, we need to get down to grinding some XP for you. And apparently the best way of doing it is through glassite commissions in the glassite tunnel. So this mining armor should help us a bit, at least. We're gonna level you up, boy. We are gonna level you up. I'll see you guys very soon.